Hey guys, it's ExandShadow, and welcome to a new Let's Play of mine. I know that I don't do solo Let's Plays too much, usually it's with Brain Scratch, but, I felt like playing this game a lot. This is something that I absolutely adore. This is Muramasa the Demon Blade, a Wii game that came out in 2009. You can also get it on the PlayStation Vita called Muramasa Rebirth. That version has the ability to custom map your control layout, and also has some DLC stuff as well. Um, as you can see, I've already beaten this game before because I have unlocked Shigurui difficulty, where you got one hit KO. Yeah, no thanks. We're going to be playing on Shura difficulty because that's basically like normal mode. I like this difficulty a lot, so yeah, this is a new favorite of mine. I think it's kind of a cult classic, and it's a game that I absolutely adore for many, many reasons. But basically, Muramasa is split into two different stories: the story of Momohime, and the story of Kisuke. I will be doing both, and I will start with Momohime because just because I like her story and levels the best. Kisuke's good too. I think he's got better boss fights, but I will be doing both, and I will be showing everything this game has to offer. But yeah, if you're playing on the PS Vita, you can also do some DLC courses as well. So that's good. So you can move with either the left stick or the left or the control pad. You jump by pressing up, which I know some people might have an issue with. I know it's not everybody's favorite. Um, it's not everybody's favorite way to jump. I think it's fine. I get used to it very easily. But if you're playing it on the Vita, you actually can change the game so that a button is jump. So that's fine in and of itself. Whatever works works. But anyway, you can press the B button too. The combat in this game is very smooth. So, but you can basically just press the B button to swing your sword. You hold down the control stick to crouch if the game will. Oh yeah, I have to press A to. It's one of those things where I have to press A to move the dialogue, but B is the action button. I know that's something that I get that you get used to. So if enemies falling on the ground, you have to perform a low splash. Remember, combo attacks are the best way to land multiple blows, of course. So you can dodge by pressing left and right on the control stick or the control pad while you're crouching. That's a good way to get out of a tricky situation. So you hold down B and then you do that, and this is a move that I had a lot of trouble remembering how to do. This is a drawn back slash. Basically, you hold down B while you're crouching, and then you do this slicing attack, which is great for breaking enemy guards. So you can also do uppercuts, which are very good for launching enemies into the air and finishing them. I know it might sound a little bit complicated right now, but it becomes very smooth soon. Oh, I love this. This is the running slash. That basically allows you to dash back and forth and get more height while attacking enemies, and it's just a lot of fun. So you jump down, you do a downward slash. That's a lot of fun too. Basically, this game's swordplay is basically all super fun, and this is actually part of why it's so fun. These are secret arts. Every sword in the game has a different secret art. Like this, Misty Slash, we do that, which is pretty cool. But you can't do them infinitely. Each sword has basically a soul meter, which is like the health gauge for each individual sword. So it'll make sense the more you play. You can block enemy attacks, though that will take away a sword's soul power. You can also slice shuriken out of the air, which is, awesome. This poor ninja here, like, it's gotta have, this poor guy, he's gotta, like, just be absolutely pissed off that we're, that we're beating them up so fucking much. The tutorial is a little bit slow paced. I will, you know, give it that. The thing is, though, is that the game's controls do take a little bit of getting used to, but once you do get used to it, the game is controls absolutely, absolutely beautifully. So you can, now this is important. You need to press L to switch to different blades. If you switch to a blade and it's like flashing, you can do a quick draw which attacks every enemy on screen, and that's, you know, super important. So the gauge will fill up again, and now we can do a quick draw. And oh, now we've got like a two-handed sword, which is absolutely huge. I don't like using these as much as the normal swords, but you know, they're good enough. Basically, they're slower but an awful lot more powerful. And that's why I don't like using them as much. I'm actually going to switch to the Moonlight, which is a normal sword. So, yeah. You can get some pretty ridiculous combos going in this game once you have rooms with lots of enemies. So, yeah. Now that the tutorial is done, this game is an action RPG. So there is fights, it's kind of like an action RPG beat 'em up Metroidvania. So it's a mix of all sorts of items. So, yeah. You also have a fullness meter when you eat food. So, actually, eating food and healing yourself is actually a really important kind of gameplay sort of thing. But yeah, if you don't like the tutorial and if you're playing this on your own, you can just skip it. You don't have to do it. I was just showing it off because I felt like it was a good idea. But anyway, the game is very explorative. So, you know, there is a lot of jumping around and exploring stuff. These things are souls. You want to collect them because they're not only are they used to get better swords later in the game, but they also refill your sword's soul power, which is the blue gauge I was talking about. And that's really important. So you want to collect as much of those as possible. In the bottom right, that's your money. The right is, I think they're called the little circles. I think they're called Rio. That was a form of Japanese currency. The little golden things next to that, those are a different type of currency that you'll you'll get once you have enough. It's basically like pennies and dollars, I guess, is the best way to explain it. But yeah, this game is so much fun to play. The combat is absolutely gorgeous and fluid, and I love it. One thing that takes a little bit of time getting used to is the fact that you can only press one button to change swords. Like, you press the L button to change swords no matter what, and the R button heals you. So, you know, you might be used to... so you might be thinking, oh, I can press the R button to go to the sword to the right, and the L button to go to the sword to the left. No, don't do that. You'll end up accidentally using a ton of health items that way. There are also hidden things found in every room that has a little golden basket on it in the map. Oh, the map! I should show off the map actually next, as soon as this fight's over. Fights will randomly, they're sort of like random encounters, actually. At least in the overworld, they're sort of like random encounters. This is actually technically a dungeon area, so we won't be seeing any right now. But, well, actually, I believe they're more structured right now. But anyway, you press the L button to toggle through your map. You can either not have it on screen, have it sort of small on the screen, or have it huge on the screen. Generally, I only like the huge view if I'm, you know, looking at the map to see what's going on. But normally, I'm going to keep it like this because the map will go away when you're doing like a fight anyway. So it's not too obtrusive in my eyes. They've got the flag and the arrow telling you which way you need to go, so it's not like you're ever going to get lost or anything, especially in these dungeon areas, which are relatively linear. And I can't believe I haven't even talked about this yet. This game is absolutely fucking gorgeous. Like, oh my god, have you seen the way this game looks? The art style and the motion, it's so fluid. The game runs at a very solid 60 FPS. It's absolutely fantastic. This game is a visual treat for the eyes, and I love it. Now, I'm running a little bit low on health, so, okay, you can press X to eat stuff, too. I'm trying to remember. Oh, yeah, it's R to change food and X to... It's R to change food and X to eat, so just keep that in mind. We've got plenty of bamboo flasks for this point in the game, though, so we should be fine. You'll be getting more and more health items as you go, so... Ah, samurai, I hate these guys. Okay, so samurai are annoying fuckers because they can break your blade very easily. So what you need to do is you need to break their blades in return. So you can do that by pretty easily by either doing a quick slash or by doing the I'm trying to do it. The long slash, the drawback slash, which I can never remember how to do. Whenever I need it. It's like you hold down. I can never remember how to do it. It's you hold down in the B button, but I can never remember if it's you have to do the B button first, or let go of the B button first, or let go of down first. I think it's B, but don't quote. Well, actually, we can try right now. Yeah, you hold B and down, and then you let go of the B button, and then you do the attack. It's a little bit complicated, but once you get used to it, it's not too bad. You just got to remember to do it in a tricky situation. So yeah, I am cutting it very close right now because I am taking a lot of damage. You can see why I'm not doing the one-hit kill mode, because that's just nuts, especially considering how deadly some of the later areas get. Yeah, I'm gonna heal a little bit. You definitely want to heal. You do get a full heal when you level up, and you can tell your experience because near the life flame, which is the candle in the top left, there's the 1. When that red bar around the diamond fills up, you'll level up. You do get a full heal when you level up, but healing also gives you a different type, like eating food gives you, it's not soul, but it's called something else. I forget what it is. We'll go over it when it becomes relevant, but you actually do want to eat to heal and not just wait to level up. I mean, obviously, leveling up mid-fight will give you a full heal, which is helpful, but you don't want to neglect eating to heal because that's actually pretty important. You can also go into houses and take people's shit. Like always, you know, it's that kind of game. So, you know, don't feel bad. There's no, like, morality stuff. Healing pellets. These heal a smaller amount of health generally. But also they don't usually give you much fullness at all. So you can kind of spam them, which is the pro to doing that. And we're already nearing the end of this first dungeon, so you know. Oh, I had to open my big mouth. We're gonna, you know what? Okay, I've been neglecting my arts. You know, I tend to be the kind of guy who's super conservative with these kinds of things. So I try not to overuse them. But yeah, you start off with 3 different swords. If you're having trouble, make sure to switch every once in a while to take advantage of quick draws and different arts. And I believe the art style here is supposed to be a callback to Odin Sphere, which is another game done by Vanillaware, this game's developers. So yeah, this is my 100% save file, which I did 2 years ago. Wow, it's hard to believe that it's been so long. This was a failed recording take for a different, for Brain Scratch. I ultimately decided that it wasn't a good game to do for that channel. And we're going to be doing, no wait, actually, I'm gonna save over that because I don't want to accidentally have any issues. So, yeah, okay. And now we're gonna have our first boss area, so, yeah, let's get on that.
Ah, はて、見覚えのない寂しいところじゃな。背中からすっぱりと袈裟掛けに切られたと思うだが、不思議なことに怪我一つしておらねば、足もついておる。あれは確か縄文前、雪之丞様に狼藉者が突然切りかかり、思わずこの身を盾とかばって倒れたはずが。ここは何というところやら。あの世ならせめて迷わぬように誰ぞに問いたいものじゃな。
から。法の結界は国中に張られ、もはやどこへも行けぬ。悪逆無道の罰当たりめ、諸物に代わって成敗いたす。
わらわは農主鏡の桃姫、お人違いでありましょ
う。うまくいったようじゃ。魂が抜けておる。来なされ娘も箱根の結界を越えれば奴も動けぬ。術が破れ、体からこちらの魂が押し出されてしもうたわ。邪魔するのはあれに見える坊主らの仕業じゃな。
その声、忘れるはずもない。あの夜、雪之丞様は遅いし、ろう石者の声ではあるまいか。
いかにもそういな。あの人たちこそが切った相手に乗り移るおぼろ流玉写しの秘技。今やその五体のことごとくがこの伊豆名陣九郎のもの。おとなしく明け渡すか、さもなくば共に地獄に落ちるか。
体一つに魂一つ、命において神羅万象の決め事よ。わしの霊魂が取り付けばお主の魂は押し出される。雪之丞の体を奪うはずが、割り込んだ姫君のせいでこうして小娘となって生きねばならん。
逃がさぬぞ陣九郎。出家の身でありながら浅ましき姿になり果てたるは、無限地獄に落ちるともこの手で無念を晴らすためぞ。
Alright, so yeah, that was quite a plot dump. The game does have those every once in a while, but we'll talk about that later. First, we have our first boss fight of the game. This game has absolutely fucking fantastic boss fights. I love them to death. Basically, how the boss works is you slice at it a lot in order to kill him. Basically, the yellow health bar up there is basically one phase of his health bar. Once I get this down to 0, a little chunk will be taken off of the small orange health bar below it, and then we'll move on and basically, yeah, see there, I took out like about a third of his health bar by killing the end of the yellow one. So now we'll move on and we'll keep on trying to do it. I believe after you defeat each health bar, the attacks get a little bit more what's the word I'm trying to say? They get a little bit more aggressive, and the bosses get a little bit more difficult as you take down their health. You know, that's pretty standard fare. But this boss is the blue monk is not really too much to worry about. You can get behind him pretty easily, and then most of his attacks will basically just miss. And every time you get rid of a health bar, you'll get a lot of soul, which will allow you to start spamming your arts again. And you know, if you've taken a lot of damage because you've been blocking a lot or whatnot, you know, that'll help too. I recommend actually every time you get a quick draw, switch up swords, because that'll keep your swords from getting too much soul damage, and also it's a good chance to let their soul power regauge, because as long as a sword's in its sheath, it'll slowly regain soul power on its own. So if you've got a quick draw, that's basically a good time to switch swords without really having much of a risk involved, and you can sort of just do it while doing damage at the same time. So it's not too bad. If you want to easily get behind him, do these sort of dash slashes to get behind him very easily. As you can see, he's not very hard, and you can get a very large combo super easily against him. But yeah, I leveled up after beating that boss fight twice, actually. And for beating him, you get a soul, not a sword, soul. You get a sword, which is nice.
してやられたわ。 桃姫の魂が見当たらぬ。先ほどの騒ぎに乗じてあの坊主めにかどわかされたか。術が破れたからには桃姫の魂に何があってもこの肉体の命が危うい。あれを野放しにはしておけぬ。すぐにも追わねばならぬというのにグズグズしおって今菊め。まだこのか刻限はとうに過ぎておるのに。いつもながら狐とは思えぬ見事な化けっぷりだが、待ちくたびれたぞ今菊。
申し訳ございませぬ。遅れましたのは感動参道に貼られた結界を避けるのに大回りしたためにございます。嵯峨野からは街道に出られず、北に回り越中越後へ、次に飛騨から野麦峠を越えて信州に入り。
もうよい。お前の話はいつも長すぎる。して例のものは持ってきたか。
清州の刀匠千治村正、その御霊の宿る沖縄面、ここにお持ちいたしました。
村正ほどの妖刀でのうては我がおぼろ流剣術の進化は表せぬ。すぐにも欲しい。行くふりでも構わん。
では刃にまといつく切られた者の魂をお分け与えください。
そんなものでいいならいくらでも用立ていたすぞ。手当たり次第に切り捨てて嫌というほど燃え立たせてくれるわ。
されば村正殿も喜ばれ、新たな刀を次々と打たれましょう。妖刀と名の付くからにはそれ相応の触りがあってのこと。たちまち見入られ、人を切らずにはいられなくなりましょう。
見入られることなく刀の容器を制して操る剣術がおぼろ流よ。縮小の分際でいらぬ心配じゃわ。いくら折れようとも鞘に収まれば血をすするためによみがえる。そのような刀でのうてはこちらも困るのだ。
社に収められた面を持ち出したのが狐仲間に知られれば、姉様はどのようなひどい仕打ちに遭うか分かりませぬ。これもひとえに甚九郎様がため、どうかお察しくださいませ。
坊主らは道という道に網を張り逃がさぬつもりらしいが、神馬両断の村正があれば結界など物の数ではない。何はさておき今は急がねばならん。墓場の堂でお前を待っておる間に面倒なことになった。東海道よりつきまとっていた蘭海という坊主に玉写しの術を破られ、肉体の元の主桃姫の魂を取られた。あやつの口ぶりでは箱根を越え江戸に下る算段であろう。居所を探せ今菊。魂に何かあればわしが死ぬる。
そんなことにはさせませぬ。お任せください。
Okay, so yeah, we've now gone through basically the first plot section of the game. I'm going to save real quick. Now, basically, we've now... Oh, well, I pressed no continue. Actually, you know what? This is a good place to stop, so I'm gonna go over forging new blades next time. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this project. It's this is a favorite game of mine, and I absolutely adore it. So I'm hoping you guys will stay tuned for what's in store. Until then, goodbye.